tell the dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we hit it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them loud.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Buccaneers and the Ravens, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The long fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. Taken from about the 12. Jackson looking to throw right away. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Jackson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
We changed it.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Jackson. This is intercepted. And the Buccaneers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. So after the INT, it's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
completion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 10, Brady toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident. I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl is unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. He'll return it from the 6. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about Nelson all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run. I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. To the right side, complete to Miller. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Brady to throw again. On the right side, this is Miller. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Brady again. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Quick pass out to Miller.
Every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Brady to throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Miller in motion right. Again, it's Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. 30. 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 14-0 is our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Brady. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Midfield, here's Brady. It's complete. It's Miller. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 3 yards remain for second down. Now Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Brady now on first down. It's caught. It's Miller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. On second down, here's Fournette. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Shotgun now for Brady.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On now, Tucker McCann. This one from 48 yards away. McCann's kick is good.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And he's got this down to the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. from the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
Jackson on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, Brady. This is Miller, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Up the gun, Fournette. They find some open field here. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get rocked a little bit, and this certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown, can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, of jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. This up to the 34 out of bounds there. The keeper good for only 4. That's going to lead to a 4th down. The Ravens send their punt around now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Right now, they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. The slot man in motion right. Now on 2nd and 13, Brady. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. He'll take it at the 42. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. To throw is Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To throw, it's Brady. This one taken in by Otten. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Fournette, a first down carry. 66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
A 7-yard gain.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown! Chris Godwin, 31 yards. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there. They went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
McCann's got it teed up. This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Steps away. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Running left, it's Fournette. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Miller in motion right. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now they send the tight end in motion left. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And Brady's throw there incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Now they bring the tight end in motion right. Fournette. Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. They'll go with the keeper. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape. But you can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over. What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Dobbins running out of the game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get to first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got him on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing now is Jackson. Being chased out left.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Miller in motion right. Back to throw, Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. To the right side, complete to Miller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know, this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
To throw is Brady. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. 98 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now Brady. It's caught. It's Miller. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Brady to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
One final try now for Brady. And this is caught. A play for the ages. It's a touchdown to win the Super Bowl. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl, and they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy punishment